name is Dick Neitz. I was president of the Cape and Islands Association of Realtors in 1985 and in 1986.
My name is Dick Martin again, and I was president in 2000, 26 long years ago.
My name is Keith Bradley. I was president of the association in 2003 and 2004.
Hi, I'm Jamie Regan. I was president of the Cape and Islands Association of Realtors in 2009.
Debbie Martin, and I was president here at the Cape and Islands Board of Realtors in 2015.
So Greg Kiley, and I was president of the association and the MLS in 2020.
My name is Laura Clements. I was president of the association in 2022.
Hello, Todd Backnick, past president, 2025.
Hi, I'm Steve Seaver. I am president of the Cape and Islands Association for this year, 2026.
I think I'm probably most proud of the fact that we were planning for the future, even then. And we worked very hard to convince the membership that we needed to grow and we needed to make space and create a new building, headquarters and staff for the growing organization. We saw in 1985, the average sales price on Cape Cod was $100,000. We broke that $100,000 barrier as an average home price. In 1986, the average increased 38% to $138,000.
I look at this building, and this was built actually during my tenancy, and so I was heavily involved in the plans for the building, actually even buying the lot, and the full construction, which happened during my presidency in 2000.
The thing that I am most proud of is that we were able to establish some basics, and we were able to improve upon a lot of what the association had and build on it. The most important thing was that we were able to bring in a new CEO. We hadn't had a new CEO in decades.
During my years as president of the association, I was very anxious and helpful in getting our membership up to 2,000 members. So I don't know what it is now, but it took a bit of doing to get people involved. I was also a committee chair for the National Association for the Resort and Second Home Committee, and I was able to bring the Resort and Second Home Symposium to Cape Cod.
There were actually 3 initiatives that I'm most proud of from the year of my presidency. I think the first is that year we actually board voted that fair housing would be required by all of our members. We launched Pearl. Pearl was just the best thing that we could have done for our members. We had online and in-person education scheduling through this platform. And that year we also offered 6 NAR designation courses.
Well, the top line challenge we have, right, is that we're fortunate that we've had 100 successful years, so we're forward looking to the next 100 years. So we want to be pivoting this year as we look forward. And the challenges that most come to mind is that we're at a point in the industry now that we're at a pronounced time of change. We have a lot of significant industry players, whether it's associations, brokerages, aggregators like Zillow and Realtor.com. We have these power brokers in the industry that are impacting the way that properties go to market, the way that realtors work with their clients, and impact the way we as an association engage with our membership.
So I was the COVID president, and that was obviously incredibly unexpected. We didn't have an agenda to start the year. And so we thought we would start to talk about fair housing a little bit. We knew we were going to have to talk about short-term rentals and how they played into wastewater and taxes and a lot of different legislative things. And then all of a sudden in the middle of March, we'd only had one board meeting in person. We're all in our basements, we're all on Zoom, and everything changed overnight and then changed again in 6 weeks. And then we just started sprinting in whatever direction we could control to try to get a handle of our new reality.
So what I can remember from that time is the market was adjusting and shifting, and we had people that had homes that they owed more than they had in equity. So we had to be aware of deals in lieu of foreclosure. We had to be aware of short sales. This was a lot of training that we had to do with all the people in the association, and awareness that we had to deal with buyers and letting them know what was like with that type of situation. And we've always said about real estate, just hold it a while and it's gonna go up. And as we look today, it's amazing what's going on out there.
The biggest challenge for me at that time was trust, because for a while we didn't have much trust here at the board, and the membership had been let down, and we needed to find a way to build and improve on the things that we had that had lasted through this storm.
It would be how the association came together in the post-class action settlement for NAR. It truly was, how can we represent our clients, whether you're on the selling side and then on the buy side, and then better have the consumer, your client, the buyer, understand what the new practices were, and also educating the sellers, having them understand what the new practices were. And I think everybody came together in a professional, caring, kind way, still with clients' interests first and foremost. And since that time, we really haven't looked back, and we've been doing great things since then.
What it means to me on a personal level and on a professional level to be a realtor and a member of the Cape and Islands Association of Realtors is that when you're a realtor, you are the best of the best in this local community, but you also get to work with peers who every day are elevating their game as well, which makes you as an individual a better realtor, which provides you with the tools and expertise that as a realtor, again, allows you to do the best on behalf of your selling and buying clients.
I think it's pretty special, and I wouldn't still be doing it if I didn't enjoy it, and I do. I still go back to the service that we provide for our customers and clients, and the benefit that they have in using somebody that professionally is aware of the market and the intricacies of buying a house and real estate in general. And as much as some of us worry about the need for realtors in the future because of computerization and AI and whatever else you want to bring into the picture, I think that personal touch and personal knowledge and experience is one that people are really well served by.
It's always meant a lot to be a realtor. It's always been something you could rely on in terms of getting information, asking questions, being part of the realtor community and so many offices, and getting to know people and other principals in other offices throughout the Cape. And that was always a good thing to know and know.
The one thing that is unifying for us, no matter what brokerage you're from, no matter what community you live in, is the association. And the thing the association has always done for me personally is it's always been home. I didn't have to worry about what was going on in my business, in my brokerage's business, in my prospects or whatever. I always had a home.
Oh my goodness, it's so important. I couldn't be happier about being a realtor and being part of this organization that does so much for the community and is so important. I think that anybody who gets involved learns an awful lot about themselves as much as they learn about the business. And I think that's important too for our communities. It's really, really important for us to be a part of community involvement, to be members of boards of the organizations that exist here and flourish here. And so our what we learn as a realtor and what we learn about being a realtor and about the ins and outs of it apply equally to the parts of our life where we share with the community as a board member or as just a member of other important activities that go on here.
Being a realtor, I think, is the best job in the world. I love what I do every morning. I love helping people buy homes, sell homes. I love working with other agents. And I love that we are all part of the realtor brand. We're held to that high code of ethics. And I really believe that a lot of my peers spend a lot of time educating themselves, learning what's happening within the industry, within their towns, and they are striving to be better.
I think being a realtor should be something you should be proud of. And I think being a realtor should bring you back to the basics of the realtor organization. What are they built on? And what does it mean that you have a fiduciary responsibility to a client?
I've gotten to appreciate the value of being a realtor over the years. I've seen industry changes, and mostly for the better, obviously. But I think until you sit at the table with other realtors to hear what the issues are, to participate in the conversation, then you really start to see the value.
See, it's the only business that you compete and cooperate with people. Some of my best friends are realtors, and we like to kid around and say that we're fierce competition, but we collaborate on so many different projects and we share insights on what's working, what's not working. We're always involved in our local communities, whether it's at the town meeting level, whether it's a state level or a national level.
Well, hopefully it maintains its existence. I worry sometimes about so many things, really trying to even sometimes get rid of the realtor profession, sometimes all this merger of mega companies and AI companies and so forth and so on. I worry about that a lot of what has been might go away.
I think right now we're really at the precipice of a tremendous change, societal change in the world as we go into the whole threat or promise of artificial intelligence. And I think that could be a game changer in a lot of ways. But I think we have to learn about it, number one, and to learn the benefits, but also be aware of the detriments that it might impose on us.
We don't have a crystal ball, so you just need to be well positioned. You need to have a seat at the table. You need to be able to listen. Keep building your bench of leaders, and things will find a way. They always do.
The next 100 years are going to be very interesting. In fact, I think I would focus on the next 10 or 20, and that's going to determine the next 10 and 20 after that. With the use of AI, particularly our ARTI, that's a great thing for our association members. And I've tried it. It works. I can ask questions and get immediate answers. It's just a wonderful tool. I'm concerned a bit about using AI for listings, for property descriptions. I'm just afraid that people will become too dependent on that tool and not really think about what's best for their client. So, it comes down to working together. It comes down to the people. It comes down to each of us communicating, not by words that are chosen for us, but with our own thoughts and with our own experience. Congratulations to the Cape Cod and Islands Association of Realtors and the amazing staff that we have running this best association in the state.
I'd like to congratulate the Cape and Islands Association of Realtors of making it to 100 years. That's quite an accomplishment.
Happy anniversary. How many folks get to be 100? So absolutely well done.
I think it's fabulous that we're celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Cape and Islands Association of Realtors, and the fact that it was created in 1926 is amazing. So I'm happy to celebrate and offer all the congratulations possible to the current leadership and the past leadership of the board.
And congratulations to the Association of Realtors. It used to be the Board of Realtors. Now it's been the association for some time. And 100 years is a long time.
No, I mean, this is such a big deal that it's the 100th. So congrats to everybody who's been a part of it and everyone who will be a part of it in the future.
In 100 years, amazing.
Congratulations on 100 solid years.
Happy anniversary to Cape Cod and Islands Association of Realtors and all our members, and looking forward to the next 100 years.